Okay, we're recording.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna help get Adi up to speed on the last 2 or 3 weeks, and then Jim's gonna fill in whatever I miss and cover the past couple days. So in the sessions I've been at, we've spent some time on running rnode and executing Rolang code with rnode. So David and I mostly have taken the lead on demoing that, and then I also know that Jim had attended Dan Connolly's office hours a week ago, or about a week ago, I think.
That
So
was on Monday. I mean, that was on Saturday. Oh yeah,
on Saturday, but a week ago though, not just 2 days ago, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So I think basically the status is there's a server where we're trying to host an rnode instance and get it to bootstrap into the network. And we've got rnode installed, but not yet running fully properly. But we have been able to get rnode running properly on my machine and on David's machine locally, and then I thought maybe even on Jim's machine at one point. And then we also spent some time on the front end of the bounty system. So I might just grab the screen if everyone's okay with that.
Sounds good to me.
So this is can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So this is the current state of the system. I know one of the things that we worked on recently was when I select my month here. So like right now, let's say I'm going to show budget votes for April. What we have now is all issues that are created in the April month or before. And so the bug we fixed there was suppressing things that have been created. How did that go, Jim? We suppressed the ones that have been created since April and thus were not relevant for April?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we added a if condition to the template, so that those rows are eliminated, because they were confusing people who were trying to do their guide duties for June when the July issues were coming on top. And
right, yeah.
Okay, the other thing we did was we added the reward information. Okay, for when we're closing out, after everything's been awarded, and we have to do the bounty report. When the guide, I had to do governance, operations, and voting, and I had to know the actual rewards in order to know what to report on. And so we added another column with the rewards, and that came out, turned out real easy to do. It just shows the power of this thing.
Yeah, I think another thing we did, I think this is since the last time Adi was here, but I guess I'm not sure, was we got both of the styles working. So on my screen, we're in day mode right now, and we've got this thing side menu working, and then I think likewise when we go to night, it should work now.
Right, and then now you lost the. Oh, okay. You can open the chat, right?
Yeah, this is a sort of a work in progress. Valentine is working on this chat bot here. So it's showing right now. When I loaded this page, it was hidden, and I clicked the text to show it. But we've got at least some work to do, because, like, for example, if I'm done with this thing, maybe I have a little conversation with it, and now I'm like, all right, I'm done talking. I should have a button so that I can hide it or minimize it back too. And right now
you do that by reloading the page.
Yeah, and it's important, especially if you have a different screen resolution, because like right now, when I was like this, it's not really hurting anything. But here, if my screen's smaller, if I'm not using my full screen, then it clearly interferes with me using the normal.
Yeah.
So that's something it needs to be attacked. Probably Valentine might be able. Well, we'll see if he gets back on. We'll see if he needs help doing that. I'm not sure we know. We're not experts, certainly, but you could probably get something to work. It's just a matter of hiding that, right?
Little X or something, or minimize.
Yeah.
The other one
I
that
think the logic for that is you already put in. We just have to activate it.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, but guys, I just noticed something else. I don't know exactly what caused this, but I don't have my menu buttons anymore.
Oh, you can't see them.
Yeah, even if
They're
I
there.
refresh. Oh, is it just that I can't see them? Now they're back. I don't know when I lost them. Was it when I showed the chatbot?
Could be.
Oh no, they're still there now. I don't know what caused that.
Yeah. Well, that's the same kind of deal. The style is supposed to switch. Weird.
Yeah. I can't make it happen again, so I guess there's nothing to worry about yet, but whenever we figure out how to reproduce it, maybe we can take care of it.
All right.
Yeah.
the other thing you guys were working on last time I was here was I thought you were going to move the robot site to robot.net or something off Glitch.
Yes, we have. We have it running in semi-production on rchain-bounty.robot.net. Okay, and that doesn't have the chatbot in it, but it's has everything else.
So the one on Glitch is the one that we can kind of break if we're working on something, but then we push over to here when it's looking okay.
And we went through the process of updating. We do a pull. We push to GitHub from Glitch, and then we pull to directory on robot.net to update this update production. Works out pretty nicely. And we also set up the staging for the bounding system itself on robot.net. And we set up another virtual server, rnode.
What's the status on the bounty system on robot.net? Is that running or?
It's running. Okay, the authentication to Discord doesn't work.
Okay, what should can I see something? Or there's no, do we have that same front end at it's that reward.rchain.coop?
Yeah, it's well, I'll share my screen, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Let me I just rebooted here, so I don't have anything open.
Yeah.
I want to how about I'll open my last 14 tabs. That'll kill my performance somewhere. Okay, so and of course I don't have it open, but if we look at
we're just seeing you right now. Are you trying to share?
I'll share the screen. I didn't really get anywhere yet. But if we go to robot, hello, I'm supposed to be typing. We go to robot.net 10,000. Okay, we go to our console, and I'm going to sign in here as rchain. I think I'll have full permissions as rchain. I guess we'll find out again. And use the password we share. But everyone should have their own account on here. Login failed. Oh, let me try. Go in as root. I don't know what I did wrong there. I guess there's our chain should have worked, but
Yeah. Maybe you just type out the password.
I may have mistyped the password. I may have mistyped it again.
Hey, it works. Yeah.
Looks like I mistyped it again.
Hmm.
Let me go in as Jen. Okay, this is the dashboard. I mean, you can try to see if you can get in as rchain or root. I may have changed the root password.
When I went there just now, when I went to robot.net:10,000, I get error document follows. It says this web server is running in SSL mode. Try this some IP address :10,000 instead. Have you seen that before?
I tried the IP and
Not exactly. If you type https:// it should be okay.
How do you
May
want
be
to try
corrected
the
automatically. We don't have a valid certificate
Yeah.
installed, but you should be able to get in.
Okay. I was able to get in with rchain.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so if we look under servers and the Nginx web server, we see there's 4 virtual servers defined. One is rchain rewards,
Hmm.
and that's the bounty system. And it's at rewardstest.robot.net. And it comes in under status, not under issue. I don't know why that is. But you can log in and it'll authenticate you on GitHub. However, this verify co-op membership doesn't work. So we're going to have to.
Is that the part that goes through Discord?
Yeah.
So when you become a member and you do the ID verification, the greeter gives you a role on Discord, and this web app just checks to see if you have that role on Discord. Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay.
And we set up client IDs, secrets, or tokens, or whatever for Discord. But apparently there's some problem. Dan didn't want it. Dan was saying it's a real mess, and he didn't want to get into it. And I guess most of what we need to be able to vote. So we might have to tweak the code to let anybody vote.
Man, if Dan, the guy who wrote it, didn't want to get into it, that sounds like a scary task.
Yeah. So this is running now, and also he requested that we make a change to it to add a choice, so that we can download the database. Okay, maybe here, download database.
Oh.
Okay, so then we can put put our database in the same state. A copy of production.
Yeah. So he was saying we should add a user interface to download the database. Then we should use that to actually download the database from the more official one that is currently running. Copy that file over to our server and then be up to date with production.
Right. Essentially, we're just going to need to get the URL for that.
Yeah.
If we go under servers here, servers, MySQL database server, which we had installed, I think, when Audie was here before. I don't know. What is this?
Your system is actually running.
Warning, your system is actually running Ubuntu version 16.004. Update detected.
What would it update to? Is there a new did you select like the long-term support Ubuntu?
No, this is just a this was an Nginx one-click install from DigitalOcean on Ubuntu 16.04.
Okay.
So I could do this now, or I could do this later. This needs to be updated. And Webmin has an update also, apparently. And why I didn't see those before. But if we
how about the little triangle below the two warnings? Can we expand some options there?
On my screen, it just looks like the IPs of login.
Oh.
This isn't working. I don't know why this is stuck. Stuck on the dashboard here. Let me try reloading. Boy, that worked good. This happened before.
Maybe it's just having a moment.
This is a royal pain in the butt.
While we sort this, one other thing I was wondering is what was the main objective in copying the reward site to this server as well, rather than just leaving it where it is?
Well, all the changes were live in production. There was no staging site where it was being tested.
Right, okay, yeah.
Okay, and there wasn't really a way that anybody else could test it besides Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, this way any of us can test changes. And then when we okay, so we can go to var www slash what is it? HTML. Oh no, rewards test. We have a I'm not sure how to show what we have here, but basically we have a clone from Dan's repository. Okay, and these we can push changes back to the repository, or Dan can.
Oh, okay.
When something's working.
So okay, so only Dan has commit access though. So the idea is if we make a change, we need to sync up with him to get him to commit it.
We can make a pull request.
Okay, yeah, great.
Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah.
I think I could help us with that.
Awesome. So that's where we are, and we can look into adding that button. I guess that's the next thing to do.
I'm down. I think that would be fun. It's a little concerning that it's not loading quite right for you. I didn't have that problem here.
I'm on the same thing where it won't load for me anymore.
Oh, really? What did you guys click on to get that kind of messed up page that you're showing right now?
I
Just
don't know. The last time this happened to me, I wasn't able to fix it at all until I actually deleted Webmin and re-added it.
oh, wow.
Can you reboot the
And
server?
at that time, I selected a style, or I installed this. It gave me a warning about installing a style that was incompatible with my version, and I thought that's what caused it, although there was a delay before the thing happened. Now, I don't know. I think I even tried it in another browser.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it still didn't work. But I would like to show you that, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What I actually want to do was show you, continue the work on rnode-test,
Oh,
which is the other thing I wanted to show you, because I got some feedback on that problem.
great.
And supposedly we can fix that, and then we can run some run some stuff on our community node.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
Okay, so we're just going to try that real quick. HTTPS //robot.net colon NOOO. And then when I signed on, it was just as bad. Nope, see, just as bad.
Is there any way to reboot the server, or?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, we can simply do a reboot, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, how about if I do a sudo?
Okay, I see the same issue now, just doesn't update. Looks like we're all on the same page.
Ooh, unexpectedly closed. Well, that's not unexpected. So if I do a new session here, and I do rnode-test, robot.net. Okay, I log in as root, and our password. And we're in.
Sweet.
Okay, and if we and you can see I did some certificate stuff here. I also installed a WebRTC gateway on this machine. Janus. I did that for the social ledger for Mattermost.
What does that all mean? We can make gRPC calls to our node now?
Oh, that's something different.
Okay.
WebRTC, no, they could have used. I don't, but I guess gRPC is more basic. So we can do we do an rnode dash it, rnode dash s here. We install the .deb file, the daemon.
rnode run dash s.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and it freezes right here, generating the PEM secret.
So Glenn Braun and I hit the same issue the other day when we were running on his server. So yeah, if you got a tip here, that would be great.
What happened to all my tabs?
Wrong browser.
One tab Chrome. Yeah, there's another window, isn't there?
I got one tab in both browsers. Get rid of this one. Excuse me. Okay, so what I found was this: how to set up additional entropy for cloud servers using Avalanche. Okay, and the way I found that was I got led to this node hangs on key generation.
Jim, can you do me a favor? Can you paste that URL into the chat real quick or Discord?
It's in the log. It's in the log.
Oh, okay. I get it from there.
And I found that by the user guide for running rnode instructions, where I made some comments. Oops. And they linked me to that. And I linked back to the URL of this one is also in the notes. This is where I found that one. But I found the instructions were miserable. I had a devil of a time finding good instructions for doing this until I found this on DigitalOcean.
Oh, cool.
Okay, which goes over the Ubuntu and CentOS instructions. We sort of had instructions for CentOS was in that item, but I haven't gone through these yet. I'm hoping it's easy. I will put this link in the chat. Because that's what I think I'm going to try to do that right now.
Sweet. So have you guys got this installed on your local machines, or are you just working from one central?
We're working on the host. I guess you weren't here. It's robot.net.
Yeah.
Oh, this host. This host is actually rnode-test. It's another VM on DigitalOcean. rnode-test.robot.net.
Sweet.
David and I also have rnode on our local systems that we've tested with occasionally.
Yeah. Right.
Did you ever get rnode working on your local system, Jim?
I'm not sure when the last time was. I didn't get it to do much. I got it to run.
Cool. It's not trivial in these early days of the node.
Yeah, I mean, it was running rnode and Rolang in the early days. I didn't run rnode. What's this? I have to put daemon args equal this. The DigitalOcean instructions are often a little more verbose, but they're usually better security, more, more professional install. And that should be it, huh? Does that mean that our node will work now, or?
That installed Habit. Is there anything further down the page, or let's have a look? Yeah, then there's testing availability of entropy and quality of random data further below.
We already got through the line we were stuck on. We're on to UPnP now.
It's working.
Jim, have you done this before, or is this the first time you've seen it work?
Are you logged in? You want to take over, or you can't SSH?
I actually am in a new location now. I might be able to SSH. Let me see if I can before we do the whole screen share and everything. So I can SSH root at it's rnode-test.robot.net.
Yeah.
And I know the passphrase. Oh, maybe I don't. Okay, I'm in. So yeah, it looks like the node is running, right?
The node is running. You want to take?
I'm happy to share. What should we do today? Try to run some Rolang on it?
Yeah, we'll try to run some Rolang on it. Can we try to connect to the network or anything like that? I mean, we're stereo. We'll go through the steps and see what works.
Okay, yeah. So you've already got a standalone node instance running, right? I think about all we can do there is run Rolang. So let's make sure that works, and then if it does, maybe we'll try to kill the node and restart it so that it connects to the network.
Right.
Okay, cool. So I don't need to start the node now because Jim just did it. So I'm just going to try to start the thin client. So let's just rnode REPL. Okay, that looks good.
Sweet.
So let's write to the channel called standard out. And let's write, we got it running in standalone.
I got here evaluating. We got it up running on standalone.
Yeah, good. Okay, so all I see here is the tuple space. Importantly, this thing that I just put here is not in the tuple space because it got consumed by standard out, and Jim's looking at the node, and you're saying you see it printed to the screen, right?
Right.
That's awesome. I don't think I can show us the node, or at least I don't know how, but yeah, we believe you, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's wonderful. We can like make sure some things communicate here. So if I do like at chan1, just some random channel, let's just send some words. Well, I see it waiting in the tuple space there. There's a send, that's good. So then if I try to consume it, take 4x from chan1, then I don't know, what do we want to do afterwards? Print it, I guess, print it also. But I think there's one little tiny issue here. I wonder if you guys can see it. Do you know whether X is supposed to be a name or a process here where I've highlighted? So I think if I run this, it's gonna give me an error about names versus processes, and then I'll explain why and show. So it says name variable X on line 1, column 6, which is right here, used in a process context at 133, which is here.
No, I keep forgetting my ruling, and every time I have to learn it again.
Yeah. Well, let me guide you through this relearning. So I think the idea is what we're trying to do here is receive something on channel 1, but what you receive is always a name. So even though I sent this process called words, what I'm going to receive is a quote of that. So I'm receiving like at words, basically. So given that X is a name, if I want to send on, well, really any channel, including standard out, what I have to send is a process. So in order to do that, I have to sort of dereference X to make it into a process like this. Or dequote, I guess is the right word. And so now it actually worked.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully you see words on the screen over there from the node.
Correct.
And notice that before we had this in the tuple space because we had written that send there. Now that's gone from the tuple space. That's just because we've now consumed that send with this receive that we just did.
Awesome.
Yeah, so our node's running in standalone. That's wonderful. Should we try to get one connected to the network?
Sure. Let me stop this one.
So what did you do to view the messages, Jim, or what Josh was posting?
Basically, it just showed on the log.
Right. So were you just SSH'd into the machine?
Right. In other words, the node output. What is the node output? I have to scroll back. It said evaluated. At channel 1, write words, bang words.
So it's evaluating whatever I typed in here, right?
Right. And then it said evaluating the 4.
Nice.
And then it just said at words in brackets.
So yeah, at words was the output from this process right here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay, so let's try one that works on the network, right? I just want to get up the instructions. Okay, so we've got our node installed already. That part's all good. Running our node without Docker. Whoops, oh boy. My performance is a little wonky when I'm screen sharing. I don't know how to scroll too good. Okay. So we have to do something like this. We need to figure out where we're going to bootstrap to. I think there was a place where we were supposed to get this right here.
I thought it was in.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying, Jim?
I thought it was in this file. I don't see it.
I think they might have moved it to a new page for some reason. Do you know what we're running here, master, dev, or testing?
Create the data directory can be taken out. Right?
Jim, I'm not hearing you too good. What was that?
Oh, I was just looking through these and seeing that these are not up to date.
So I think what we got to do is figure out whether we're running master, dev, or testing.
Oh, our node bootstrapping address is one page before this one.
Yeah, I've got it up on the screen. We just got to figure out what our node we're running here. This is it. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Right. We're running on a bare machine, so I don't think we need to say much. We don't need.
If we want to connect to the network, though, we've got to give it a node address to bootstrap from. It's basically like a who's the first peer are you going to call kind of thing.
The first what? Oh, peer.
Yeah, exactly. Like we have to, when we start our node, we have to tell it, here's one other node that you can talk to get information about more peers.
Okay, so we, basically, what version are we running?
Correct. Yeah, exactly. That would have been determined at install time, or if we need to.
I think it was dev.
Dev? Okay, let's try dev.
Let me look back here. I think I have the command. The commands we type right in there.
Okay, great.
Although it doesn't seem to be in my current history. If we look at my comment, rnode 5.1.1 all dev. So what version? Who knows what version that is?
Yeah, I know that there was a request at some point to make sure that all those version strings were unique so that we'd always know. But I just guessed. You had said dev, so I just guessed dev. And
yeah, well, no, I mean, we got it from the link on this page.
I don't know what page you're on, man. User guide for running rnode?
Yeah.
So you copied the one from the table here. It's the bottom row of the table under standalone host, disable UPnP, etc. Where it says installing rnode. Okay, package. Package name, okay.
Okay, right, the first one there, install.
Yeah, but so the question though is, so it installed from this file that you downloaded, this deb file, but the question
right, and that's from the package name from the column to the left. That's the package we loaded.
So that was dev. Okay, so that was dev because it comes from rchain downloads dev.
Right.
Okay, so the dev guess was correct. Should we try to look through this output to see what went wrong?
Oh, what did you do?
I ran. Wow, it's extremely hard to scroll while I'm sharing, so sorry if this is a little confusing. I ran this command, rnode run, and then I gave it the dev bootstrap address.
Okay.
So it looks like everything was going okay for a while. We got a warning here. Oh, we got an earlier warning here. Oh, they're the same. Failed to connect to bootstrap, attempt 1 of 5. It says reason. Oh, there was something about setting a higher timeout, I think, right?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Let me see if I can find it. They were saying set default timeout to 6,000. I think that might mean 6 seconds or something.
Okay, yeah. And what's the -b?
-b is -- bootstrap. That's the bootstrap address we were using.
Okay.
Let's just try to run it like this, exactly like they did here. And I don't think I want to put a validator key yet. That's something we can try later if we want to try to be a validator. So, oh, I can't see it past my Zoom stuff.
Now, do we need to do something with the firewall?
Uh, yeah, we need to have some ports opened up. We need to have 40,400 through 40,430 open, I believe.
Aha.
Here, apparently, they're using 40,401. Oh, shoot. Are you working on getting those ports open?
Yeah, I'm trying to. No, there's an easy way to open them without opening them one at a time.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe just do 4,400 and 4,401.
So I do UFW, allow 4041. Wait. What was 4401? So what happened? We failed again?
I had run this command up here, right here.
Right, and I opened the ports after you did this.
I think so. I had also run it up here at one point. So let's just okay. You want to say you try it again? Is 40,401. What do you think? Okay.
I did 40,001 to 3.
40401 all the way to 40403.
I just did 4.
But just to be clear, it's a 5-digit number. 40403.
Right.
Okay. Reason, internal communication error. Appears behind a firewall and can't be accessed from outside. Okay. I think it might, let's try this. There's 2 things I think might be helpful. We might need to open port 40400, and then we also might just need the newer version of the package. So I'm going to see if I can download the later version of the package.
You want to remove it first, or
Yeah, maybe.
auto remove?
Well, yeah, we can do that. You want to do that?
Doesn't matter.
That'll clean up. I don't think that removed our node though.
No, I think you have to say rnode.
Can't drop privileges down. Okay, I'm not sure what that error means. I have seen that before, though. But also, I think,
Yeah, it gives that error, but it's not a problem, apparently.
okay. So we've still got varlib rnode here, and the latest rnodes don't actually use this directory. Do you want to clear that out?
Yeah, you can remove it. It creates its own directory now.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it creates .rnode here, right? And it did. So maybe we should clear that out too, so we get a fresh start. What do you think about that?
Sure.
Hey, I just noticed. Look at this. We've got two different deb files. I wonder if when I did wget, it gave me a. I think we don't need two of those hanging around.
Why is one red?
The color indicates.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. You got a .1.
Yeah, right.
So the one you just got was .1.
let's just get rid of all of them. Does that sound good? And download the fresh one.
Well, we can see that the second one is current. It's today's date.
Oh yeah, you're right. So let's just delete the red one then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll move the other one to not have the .1. So now we can actually install the one that I thought we did.
So you guys manually install it. I suppose actually you can't really use Docker on SSH.
We could use Docker, but we don't need to.
Fair enough.
Docker turned out to have a lot of hard commands, I think. So I'm curious, do you know what this is? Start node-.sh. Oh, this is Docker commands. That looks like a script to start Docker.
Yeah, and create a network and basically start the Docker variant.
Okay, this was Dan did this 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Okay, on this Saturday is when he did live coding of the app to access the API.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's see if we can make anything run here. I think this looks right. What do you guys think?
Where's the command? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so we're going to do rnode. We're setting it to be on gRPC port 40401. We're going to run the node. Whenever we try to connect to a peer, we're going to give it 6 whole seconds before it times out. And this is the peer that we're going to try to bootstrap from. That last one. That.
Sweet. Yeah.
Oh, but I do see a little tiny typo. That looks better. We got our certificate right away, so your fix was very good there.
Yeah, I was wondering that actually because I saw that earlier. Seeing as it does try to use UPnP, would we not need to open ports because in theory it should open them as required and close them as required?
Oh.
And we're not behind a router, so
Okay.
we're right on the internet.
Oh,
Right.
so UPnP is supposed to automate the process of getting through your firewall to the internet?
Right.
Oh, that I didn't know. Wow, this looks great. I think we're good, right? We've got 3 peers already.
Yeah.
Nice.
A Casper message.
Failed to get a response timeout, but apart from that,
Oh, you said there's a timeout in here somewhere?
in the middle, it looks like it didn't connect to one peer, but it connected to the others. What line is it? That is 19.452 on the left.
This one.
Yeah. So it sent a request to someone and then it just timed out. But
Yeah.
if you look down, it definitely got a response from someone else.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. So this seems like it's working, and we're on the network, right?
All right. So
Congratulations, everyone. Should
can we
we?
deploy something?
Yeah. Let's try it. So I've got a SSH in again. So I'm on a. Just so you guys know what I've got going here. This is one terminal that we're running the node, and then here's the other one. I'll just SSH again real quick. Oh, that's not it. Is this right, Jim?
Yeah.
So if you just log into root at rnode, will you just see things printed out in the log, or?
If you log into where?
Because before Jim was doing what you were doing.
Oh, well, I'll show you right now. So since I'm screen sharing and I've got both of them, you'll get to see it this time.
Sweet.
It's gonna come out over here, and last time only Jim could see that, but this time we'll all get.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have sent the output to a file or something.
Yeah.
Where
So
we
let's do this. I want to make a file real quick. We'll just call it like test.row. And we'll do something like at standard out write hello world. So pretty basic row line code there, right? Maybe we'll even make it a little fancier. So two things in parallel, a write to standard out, which we should see on the node, and then a write to channel 0.
Right.
Let's just make sure all the stuff is in there. And it is, that's what we typed, so that's good. So before I try to deploy it, let's just make sure it runs locally. So I'm gonna do rnode exec, or no, I think it's called eval, right? Okay, so in the storage contents, I see that my write is there on channel at 0. I wrote the value, the process 0. And then if we look over at the node, it tells me what it's evaluating, which is exactly what we typed. And since one of them was a write to standard out, we actually see it written to the screen right here.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. We actually got some Erlang to run. Okay, so let's try to deploy it. Okay, success, that looks good. And the node says, received some deploy, and here's the first little bit of the code. That looks right to me. So right now, that code has not yet executed. It's just sort of, it's been deployed to our local node, the one that's running here on our system. What we need to do to get everybody to know about it is actually propose a block, and then the Casper consensus mechanism will hopefully get that on everybody's system. On all the nodes, I should say. So our node propose just tells the node that we're connected to, hey, take all of the deploys since last time, which is just this one, the one we just did, and make a block, and then propose that block to all the other Casper nodes, all the other validators. So I don't really see anything over here.
So we just have received deploy.
Yeah, we had the receive deploy earlier. I don't think the propose seemed to do anything. I guess I don't really know what it was supposed to do now that I think about it. I thought it would at least execute that code. So here's the docs, the propose command. Triggers a block proposal. After a set of deploys have been executed successfully, a block can be proposed. The propose command will use the private key. Oh, we can't propose a block because we didn't enter a validator private key when we started the node.
Right.
So right now we're a node, we're running a full node, but we're not a validator. So since we're not a validator, we can't propose a block. So what we've got to do is we've got to, if you plan to connect to RChain Bootstrap nodes, please obtain a temporary key pair from here. So maybe we can do this. They generated all these public-private key pairs, and I guess anyone can just choose one to test.
You put your name.
Okay. Yeah, I can't quite get the scrolling to work. There we go. All right, maybe we'll just take the next one.
Yeah.
You want to use my name, or should we make one for collab? What was our IP address? I think this is us. Does that look right?
Yeah.
Let me just.
We're listening for traffic on that IP
Must
address.
be us.
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Okay.
I did an IF config.
Oh, nice. Okay. So it is 206, 189, etc.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this up here. Was this Dan from last week or something? Who's Justin Connolly?
It's his cousin or something.
Okay. It should be fine, probably, right?
And that's, I guess, what we tried to use last week. I mean, a nephew or?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's column D here. Node private IP address.
I don't. What would be private IP address? It has a Docker.
There we go. Oh, that's not what we want. There. I guess it's one of these, right?
Okay, the first one is Docker. Is the Docker 0 interface.
Oh. Oh, we're not behind a router. We don't even have a private IP address. We're straight on the net, on the internet, right?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna leave this blank, I think. Okay, so the private key's on the left here. So that's this one. I just wanted to get this going real quick, actually. Whoops. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill this node because we started this not as a validator. And then we're going to start it again with a validator. Oh, It seems like maybe I can't control C over SSH. That doesn't sound right.
I didn't have any problem.
I can't get it to. I can't get any input in there. That one still works.
Should I kill you?
Did you just close a window to kill it?
I think there was a problem killing a node at some point that we had before. You can try a dump. What is it? Control Shift / or a vertical bar.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was not. It seems like it's not getting my keystrokes. I can't even type any characters.
Well, it's not going to echo them.
Oh, it's not. Why would it not?
Good question.
Shoot. Seems like we're stuck here. I'm not sure how to kill that.
Holy mackerel.
What's
You can
happened?
just do a kill all R node.
Sorry?
You can do a kill all R node.
Yeah, I had tried that. It said no process found.
Oh. Well,
Maybe it's dead already? Maybe that's the problem?
I don't know. You got this huge list of things here. Kill all Java.
Wow. Where are you looking?
A PSAUX. Did you hit enter? Did you hit any key there?
I hit enter after kill all Java and I didn't get any error or anything. It just seemed like it did it.
Okay. So it looks like it's gone.
Okay. I'm just going to close this window and try to launch a new rnode instance, I guess, right?
You could probably do a reset in that window and get it back.
What's a reset? What does that mean?
It resets the terminal.
I couldn't type any keystrokes into there.
You couldn't see them. That doesn't mean you couldn't type them.
Oh, you're okay. You're right. Good point. I closed it though. I'm sorry. I think it might be too late. My bad. Yeah, that was a good idea. Okay, so we wanted to run this, right? And we wanted to bootstrap it. I'll fill that in a second. And then we wanted to, I got to remember all the options. Validator private key is what we have to give it. Oh. Oh no. Okay, so the bootstrap node was here. Okay, I think that looks right. What do you guys think? So we're saying using rnode, we want to launch our gRPC port on 40401. We're going to run the node. We're going to bootstrap from the same one as last time. This time we're giving it a validator private key so we can be part of Casper.
Should work, I think.
I guess it can figure out the public key. from the private key?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know how that works. Or maybe, actually, maybe all of those public-private key pairs that we just looked at are known somehow.
Right, but it doesn't know which one we are.
Oh, yeah, correct. Yeah, good point. Yeah, I guess it can figure out, like you said. Well, this looks pretty good, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right, so.
We have to do another deploy and then propose.
Right. So here's the deploy. It says success and received a deploy. That's good.
Now we try a propose again and see if it does anything.
Ooh, and it ran. We got our output. It has the parent block hash. It sent the block to all the peers. It added the block to the DAG. New fork choice tip is our block. And then we receive, okay, and then some peer sent back the same block that we already sent around. So we just got a copy of it. That seems awesome, right?
Yeah, a success.
Amazing. So
good job.
That's all of us. Another thing we can try, I don't remember if I've ever done this successfully, is we should be able to run a REPL, like from my local system, run the REPL that connects to the node that's up on this server we're working on. Should we try?
What is a REPL? Sorry.
Well, if we were to run a REPL now, okay. I guess, how do we tell it in Rolang to deploy? I mean, it would seem like it would deploy automatically.
Oh, yeah. So when you run a command through the REPL, it doesn't actually do anything with the block DAG or Casper or anything like that. It just executes the Rolang code, like in your local system state, is my understanding. Actually, I guess I don't know, because it executes right away. So yeah, I don't think that the REPL has anything to do with Casper.
Right. So
I'm just
curious. When you
yeah, go ahead.
Basically, you deploy anything you want to do in our chain, you deploy.
I think that's right. Yeah, if you want it on chain, it gets deployed, and then once it's proposed, it's hopefully on chain. That's my current understanding. I don't think you should take that as like I'm not super 100% confident.
So if you check the log, I think we're done here.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
So if you go back to the log, if you look down on Saturday, the video. Oh,
Saturday was the 21st. Yeah.
Okay, all the way down at the bottom, live coding our chain. It's like an hour and 10 minutes into the video. Dan starts a live coding session.
This one I'm looking at here?
Yeah, 1 hour, 18 minutes into it.
This is Dan's office hours?
Right. And he had been, he and I were both working on stuff and not talking much.
Yeah.
And so I encouraged him to talk aloud, the live coding, and I learned about the how to use promises.
Oh, awesome.
At the same time, I'm learning how to use rchain.
Yeah. Okay, wow. So rnode API, rchain node gRPC API. This is all in JavaScript.
Yeah. This is what he's doing is he's authenticating the person through Discord onto rchain.
So does this interact with the blockchain or what?
Yeah, but it wasn't yet working. Okay, if you look in the work study conference channel, Dan has given the GitHub link and everything to this rchain API.
Sweet.
So I assume he's gotten more of it working since Saturday.
Which one link were you telling me to look at here?
It's called rchain API or something. I guess if we go to his repository, we can probably find it pretty easy. I thought he put it in work study. Work study is really I intended work study to be more for talking about how we run work studies.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess I haven't used it.
Is work study what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh, this is the same video, right?
Photo.
Oops, 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 oops. Oh, boy.
I'm wondering how far back it was now.
I can't seem to close my screen share.
It should just be a
You lost the tool, huh?
What were you saying, Adi?
It should just be like that little bar on the top. I remember I lost it once, and
I see the bar, but I can't. The clicks are going to what's behind it.
oh, that's odd.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I'm clicking on stop share, but it's just going to my web browser.
Can you drag the bar? Like I'd move it and then click it.
Oops, oops, oops.
Oh, you drag it. Wow. Okay.
I don't think I can.
Can't drag it?
I can just override you to stop
Yeah,
it.
can you guys just kick me off or whatever? Yeah.
So what, you're on a Mac?
Let's go with this, and then cancel my share.
Nice.
There we go.
Perfect. You saved me.
Well, this goes way back. Here it is. It's Saturday, 3:30 p.m. rnode-api.js.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So is this kind of like basically the web3.js that Ethereum has?
It could be something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the way he described it.
Okay. Cool. How long is this? Oh, this is not even that much code. This is 300 lines of code.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
And that video is, creating or actually fixing a lot of this. I mean, he had some stuff stubbed out, but it didn't work. So we're going through correcting it.
Oh,
okay. And he was explaining and commenting.
Cool.
Sweet.
So this repo is called rchain DBR. Do you know what the DBR is?
That's the bounty system.
Oh,
rewards.rchain.coop.
Okay.
I don't know why he stuck it there. But
Yeah. Is he thinking, is that in preparation for getting the bounty system back to on chain once mainnet goes live?
could
Still
be,
seems like it should be a
you know,
separate project, even if he's going to use it here, that people would use it in a lot of other places.
yeah, well, that's the other thing I did yesterday. I met with IBsoft, and he's looking at making a GraphQL interface to the bounty system.
Who was that?
IBsoft.
Okay.
Okay, he's, you know, he said he has some experience running GraphQL servers and such,
Oh, cool. Okay.
and he's looking into it, I guess now.
Right now it's MySQL, right?
Yeah. Now, if we make a GraphQL interface that's strongly typed nodes on graphs, which will map right onto our chain.
Yeah.
So, you know, the mapping to SQL can basically go away.
Cool.
And, you know, we can instead, you know, map to our chain.
That's great.
That's assuming we have full functionality, though, which will take a while.
Yeah. All right. Well, gang, I think maybe we should call it for the day. What do you think?
I think we're quit while we're ahead. We've been well over an hour, I get back. We can get back to other things on the list tomorrow.
Cool. Hey, just to throw this out there, at some point I would be happy to refactor some of the CSS from our dashboard. I know at one point we noticed there was a lot of duplication between day and night themes that could maybe be abstracted out. And then another sort of best practice that I thought we could include is most of our JavaScript calls are happening directly from HTML, like we're using onClick. I think it might keep things a little cleaner if we do event listeners. So I'd be happy to show how to do that too at some point if there's interest.
Cool. Yeah, we should get that cleaned up. And you know, we sort of have to do a code walkthrough at some point.
Yeah, like a tour of the code base.
We sort of want to, you know, we could do some of that while fixing things.
Yeah.
Okay, sort of like Dan did, you know, fixing things as we, you know, as he talked about it and commented it.
Yeah.
The nice thing about Glitch is that we can have different people adding the comments than are doing the coding.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah. All right, Jim. I'm going to jump off. It's been a great sesh.
See you guys. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Eddie. Bye, Jim.
Yeah.